Hey, thanks for stopping by. Before we dive into all things Nick Bolton, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss any of the latest Kansas City Chiefs news. We're on a mission to hit 4,000 subscribers, and your support means a lot. Now let's get to the good news. Nick Bolton just gave the Chiefs some huge reasons to smile. The linebacker, who's been a key part of the defense, signed a new contract, and it's turning out to be a fantastic deal for the team. We're talking about a 3-year contract worth $45 million, with $30 million fully guaranteed. That breaks down to an average of $15 million a year. At the time Bolton signed, many thought the deal was fair, but with some recent free agency contracts out there, it looks even better for the Chiefs now. Nick Bolton basically gave a hometown discount because he could have earned more money elsewhere. And when you look at how much other linebackers have been paid, it's clear the Chiefs got a steal. To give you some perspective, guys like Zac Baun from the Eagles signed a 3-year deal worth $51 million. That's about $17 million a year. Baun is a good player, but many consider Bolton to be even better. Then you have Jamon Brown from the Jets, who got the same total $45 million deal but isn't quite at Bolton's level. What's really wild is Andrew Van Ginkel's recent 1-year deal with the Vikings, fully guaranteed at $23 million. That's $8 million more per year than Bolton's average, even though they're about on the same level as players. So when you put it all together, Brett Veach and the Chiefs did a masterful job negotiating here. So what do you think about this deal? Would you give Brett Veach an A+ for locking down Bolton with such a team-friendly contract? Drop your grade in the comments below, A, B, C, whatever you think. And if you're a Bolton fan, let us know how excited you are to have him locked in for the next few years. All right, stick around, because there's more on Bolton's impact and why this contract really matters for the Chiefs' defense. Welcome back. Now that we've covered the basics of Nick Bolton's contract, let's dig a little deeper and see how it stacks up against other linebacker deals out there. This comparison really shows just how smart the Chiefs were to lock him in at this price. First up, Zac Baun of the Philadelphia Eagles. He signed a 3-year deal worth $51 million. That's about $17 million per year. While Baun is a solid linebacker, many experts believe Bolton's skill level is actually higher. So right off the bat, Bolton's contract looks like a win for the Chiefs. Next, we have Jamon Brown from the New York Jets. He landed a 3-year, $45 million contract, which matches Bolton's total and average pay. But Brown isn't considered as impactful on the field as Bolton, which again shows how well the Chiefs managed to keep their linebacker. On the lower end of the spectrum, there's Robert Spillane, formerly with the Raiders, now with the Patriots. He got a 3-year, $33 million deal, averaging $11 million per year. Then Ernest Jones, now with the Seahawks, signed a 3-year deal at $28.5 million, about $9.5 million per year. But here's where things get interesting. Andrew Van Ginkel's 1-year fully guaranteed deal with the Vikings at $23 million shocked the market. That's nearly $8 million more per year than Bolton's deal. Van Ginkel's deal raised the bar unexpectedly during free agency. Considering all that, Bolton's deal looks even better because the Chiefs had limited salary cap space. Their top priority was also re-signing Trey Smith, which they did with the franchise tag. That means the front office had to make smart moves with the money they had, and signing Bolton at this value while keeping Smith was a major win. So what do you think? Was the contract the steal of the offseason? Are the Chiefs getting better value with Bolton than these other linebackers? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what you think about this comparison. Stay tuned because next up, we'll break down Nick Bolton's performance stats and why he's so important to the Chiefs' defense. All right, now let's talk about what really matters, how Nick Bolton performs on the field and why he's such a key piece for the Chiefs' defense. Since being drafted in 2021 out of Missouri, Bolton has quickly become the heart of this defense. He's been the team's leading tackler for 3 of his 4 seasons. That's no small feat. Tackles might not be the flashiest stat, but they show one thing loud and clear. Bolton is always around the ball, making plays and keeping the defense in position. Let's look at the numbers. In his rookie year, Bolton recorded 112 tackles, 11 tackles for loss, and 3 pass breakups. Then, in 2022, he had arguably his best season with 180 tackles. That's huge. Along with 9 tackles for loss, 3 pass breakups, 2 interceptions, and 1 forced fumble. He hit a bit of a rough patch in 2023 due to injuries, but still managed 60 tackles, a tackle for loss, 3 pass breakups, and 1 interception. Last season, he bounced back strong with 106 tackles, 11 tackles for loss, 6 pass breakups, an interception, and a forced fumble. Clearly, this guy is consistent and productive. Now, no player is perfect, and Bolton still has room to grow, especially when it comes to coverage. That's why the Chiefs drafted Jeffrey Bassa to help in that area and to strengthen the linebacker core in coverage. Bolton's coverage stats show the challenge. Opposing quarterbacks have a rating of 104 when targeting receivers he's covering, with 37 completions on 46 attempts, 360 yards, and 2 touchdowns allowed. That's an area Bolton knows he needs to improve, and based on his work ethic, he's committed to doing just that. So, here's a question for you. How would you rate Nick Bolton's impact on the Chiefs' defense so far? Is he already one of the best linebackers in the NFL? Drop your opinion below. Type yes if you think he's top tier, or no if you think he still has work to do. Don't forget, if you're enjoying this breakdown, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any of our deep dives into Chiefs news and analysis. We're aiming for 4,000 subscribers. Your support means everything. Coming up next, we'll share some of Bolton's own goals and mindset going into the new season. Stick around. Now that we've seen what Nick Bolton has done on the field, let's dig into what he's focused on this year and how he plans to keep improving. Recently, Bolton spoke with KMBBC, the ABC affiliate in Kansas City. He shared a simple but powerful mindset. His main goal is to get 1% better every single day. That's a smart approach, especially for a player still developing and working toward his prime. Bolton also talked about how much time the team has to get better as athletes and as a unit. The extra preparation time is definitely a plus, and it shows how committed the Chiefs are to sharpening their skills and chemistry before the season kicks off. One personal goal Bolton mentioned is leading the NFL in tackles this season. Now, I get it. Being the league leader in tackles isn't the only way to measure greatness, but it's still a solid indicator of consistency and impact. If he stays healthy and focused, there's a real chance he could hit that mark. Looking back at his career so far, Bolton has never yet led the league in tackles, so this would be a new milestone for him, a sign of growth and reliability. It's clear that he's hungry to keep pushing himself and the whole defense forward. So here's a quick question for you. Do you think Nick Bolton will lead the NFL in tackles this season? Vote in the comments, yes or no. I'm curious what you think. Remember to give this video a like if you're loving the Chiefs coverage, and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. We're all about bringing you the best news and insights about your Kansas City Chiefs here on Total Chiefs News. Up next, we'll wrap things up with a recap of why Nick Bolton's contract is a win for the Chiefs and what this means for their future. All right, let's wrap this up by looking at why Nick Bolton's contract is such great news for the Kansas City Chiefs and what it means moving forward. First off, the deal Bolton signed gives the Chiefs a big win in terms of value. At $15 million a year, with $30 million guaranteed over 3 years, Bolton gave what's been called a hometown discount. That's huge, especially when you compare it to other linebackers who have signed recently for way more money. The Chiefs locked down a key player without breaking the bank, which is vital given their limited salary cap space this offseason. Also, remember that Brett Veach and the Chiefs front office had to juggle keeping other important players like Trey Smith on the roster. Managing that cap space while securing a linebacker as critical as Bolton? That's some impressive front office work. Bolton's importance to this team can't be overstated. He's been the heart of the defense for years now, a leader on and off the field, and a big part of 2 Super Bowl championship teams. Getting this contract done means stability for the Chiefs' defense and a solid foundation to build on. Looking ahead, with Bolton locked in and improving every year, plus younger players like Jeffrey Bassa coming in to help with coverage, the linebacker group looks strong. The Chiefs are set to keep competing at the highest level. So here's a quick final poll for you. How would you grade the Nick Bolton contract? Type A, B, C, D, or F in the comments. I'm going with an A+. Great job by the Chiefs front office. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss updates like this. Help us reach our goal of 4,000 subscribers and be part of the Total Chiefs News community. Thanks for watching. I'm looking forward to bringing you more Chiefs news soon. See you next time.